Hello, everybody. I got a nice text message today, and somebody was like, "Dio, can you make a video about giving us the symptoms of the frequency that rise up in the twin flames awakening?" And I'm like, "Okay, sure." I mean, it's a good topic, and I think that is a really good topic because it's connecting with a lot of things. It's connecting with the growth that we have from within us. It is connecting with increasing the vibrations, but it's increasing and expansions within the consciousness that we have from within us. And I'm glad that when people contact me, it's like, look at this topic, see this topic. Since yesterday, there was nobody picking up the topic pretty much for, and I picked this up because right now that's what we are going through. We are going through this cleansing process. We are going through this cleaning of consciousness, and that video kind of like that we are doing it today. It will resonate today within you. So I want to recognize the people in chat. Ray, glad to have you here, Ray. Thank you for seeing me here. And may the force be with us. May the inner peace be with us. May the love be with us. So is the universe. So be it. How about that? How about them apples? All right. What's going on in the sky, though? We got a lot of things going on in the skies. We have some shifts all the time that something goes on within the gravitational fields, something that goes on out there from within. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Erica. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Let's get the energy going a little bit here because we are going to learn something very important. I want you to put you back so you can understand your frequencies, your spiritual frequencies from within you. But also remember, where did you get started from? Who were you? What were you in the beginning of your awakening? Angel Ragot, thank you. Thank you for coming in. Glad to see you too. Thank you for everyone who's watching. For and take a look at yourself at the beginning before the awakening. You had a different feelings. You had a different understanding. You have a different lower vibrations. You are probably in the lower energies. You are probably in the lower things from within you. What causes you though to change? What was the thing that you wanted to do from within you? Where did you look at it when you were awakened? What caused it to awaken? Okay, so in the beginning, you probably begin to do the one thing. It's called revaluations. You sit down with your own self and you reevaluate yourself from within. You realize that whatever you are looking for, you don't have it. You're missing it. You're missing the point. You're missing the situations from within. Hi, Unseen Unset. Thank you for coming in. And during that realizations, you decide to do something. You decide to go ahead and change. You decide to go ahead and look something. You decide to look at it out there. What is out there for you? But you look at it out there. You didn't look at it in the right place. You didn't look at it from within you. What was important to you? You find out that you had a face mask that you put on. We talk about the face mask. Those are the three face masks usually the people have. That is the one that it's out for everybody. That is a one that is in the family. And the third one, it's that personal mask that usually don't come out. That is it, the truth who you are, the final truth of who you are. It doesn't fall off, so you're not happy. Okay? When you take all the three masks off, Usually that happens when you have total crash in life, because all those three face masks, they were the illusions you created in you about life from within. I want to mention one person who actually sent me the text uh, about this for it. I want to recognize Rochelle for. Thank you, Rochelle. I appreciate it. For this topic, I recognize the people that are coming here into the chat, and the people who suggesting for it. That is a kind of like a return of the energies to it. That is the right thing to do. When you have energies exchanges from within. So during the total crash within your internal self, you understand those masks, they falling off. But where are they falling off? They're falling off from within. They're falling off from within yourself. They are falling deeply from within you. Now, after everything that it's been from within you, you are hitting what it's called the rock bottom. You're 8.0. Usually, that point zero begins to help you. You begin to look from within yourself. I'm going to talk about a little bit the vibrations and some of the feelings. I have one table that I pull off for it. Uh, but there is also an option for you to go the below zero. Okay, you to go the more lower vibrations, more lower situations from within you. That is actually begins to build you in a different way, but ultimately it end up go back in there, even maybe not this lifetime, maybe another lifetime, and so on from within you. The most important part is that during this journey of rising your frequency, don't forget to be thankful. Don't forget where have you been. Don't forget what you went through it. And don't forget where you are now. Okay? Don't do that from within you. So, what is the spiritual frequencies? Okay, usually at the 0 point, that is a like 20 hertz. Okay, vibrations. That is a lower self reality. Uh, you you get to this alpha point that it's lower. Okay, we're not talking about the below that, because the below that becomes revenge, that begins to self-hatred, that begins to really into dark magics and so on, as someone goes down the flow. We're not talking about this. We're going to be talking about the frequency from 20 and above. So at the beginning, when those false masks they comes off out of you, first you're going to be feel shamed of the things that you did to your own self. What that's going to do is you're going to be vibrating in the lower vibrations, 20 hertz and so on, and that low vibes it's felt from within you can cause you a lot of disconnect. That can cause you a lot of Lori and thank you for coming in. Samantha, thank you. Hope is all well. Yeah, we are doing okay up here. Uh, the animals is kind of like a little bit, both of them sick for it, been taking them out. I don't know, maybe it's something within the weather or something. I don't know yet, but they're still in good shape. But thank you for asking, Samantha. And that shame from within you, you have to heal it. You look at it from within you, and you look, you're rising up. You begin to feel the guilt from within you. That is the first thing, that from a shame, you're going into guilt, which is good. The guilt, that is a little bit higher frequency That is a 30 hertz. It just goes on in there, and you goes up, and you get into from within you. That is a, well, I'm guilty of this, I'm guilty of that. You recognize your own sins, but not sins only towards others. You recognize sins towards with from within you, the self inner work, the self awakening process from within yourself. The frequency, usually that is the time when you basically grieving within your own self. You need to understand that the grief, okay, is coming later on, but the guilt from within you, it is about to point out. Uh, that is the point where you entering the understanding from within you. There is a difference between knowledge, and there is a difference between went through and understanding. All right, knowledge, you read something, you know it, the things, but you never lived through it to completely understand it. There is a difference in there. Now, though, you are beginning to live through it and understand it. And the power of this lower guilt from within you helps you to go even higher within yourself. Then you became apathic. You don't want to do this. You feel like, oh my God, but everything's lost, everything's this, everything's that. But the apathy is actually higher vibrations. That apathy from within you begins to make you lazy. You're not going to work. You're not doing anything. You don't eat. You probably just sleep and mess all over the house, and you are just really don't care. You really don't care. If even the whole world comes down, you're just like, oh well, whatever. That is what the apathy is. But the apathy inside of you, when it ends inside of you, you're going through the next higher level, which is the grief. But the grief, that is a love that doesn't have place to go. It is about what happened with your past. The grief, it's there to tell you, yes, there is a love in there, but that love, you have to let it go. The positive energy of the grief in there is that while you're grieving, okay, the grieving process helps you to let it go. You to let it go of the things that has no purpose anymore. Okay, sometimes within the twin flames, I sense a lot of grieving in there because they sense love to someone who is out there, and they send love and they send love and they send love, and at the end they get nothing. And then they're grieving because they don't have nothing in return. That is the grief from the past. And the grieving process, it may take you a little while, but while you're done with it, you will discover a power from within you that will get you up there. The next vibrations, it is the fear. The fear of I lost everything. The fear of I'm going to build it back. The fear if this can be repeated. The fear of and I'm going to make it. Now, within looking at them, the fears, you facing them. The fear actually is talking to you. The deeply the fear is, the deeply the talk from within you is. A lot of you can face a lot of fears from within you. There is three major fears. What are the people are afraid the most? Okay, fear of the truth that is deeply inside of them, and they're going to be judged. The fear of the death and the fear of the living. They coexist at this time from it. And there is a fear of success or failure in there. So when you look at it within these fears, you either overcome them or You staying in that fear, living in fear. That is the moment they're going to choose, I can put my face mask on and I'll keep on going. But over the time, there is another crash, and you go back to the fear, another crash, and go back into the fear. That's why when you fear, face your limitations. I made a quote that a long time ago. The fear is illusion. And the moment you realize that your fear is illusion and this is your limitations, you're crossing the line. But a lot of the people, they don't cross that line of fear. Okay? Specifically, we're talking about the fear of death. Okay, when the people don't realize that they're gonna die anyway. You are born, you're gonna die anyway. Why are you fearing that? No, you don't fear the death. You fear to live properly. That's what that is. You fear to live a life properly from within yourself, to be happy, to be right, and so on. So when you overcome your fear, you find your desires. What do you want to desire in life? What kind of desires do you have? Do you have the lower vibrations desires, or you have a higher level of desires? During that, there could be two paths you're going to take. The one path of the lower vibrations, the lower desires, that you go into, and you're taking the low road. Okay, the low road within, that it's usually within the twin flames. So, the one bolts out and the other one goes up. So they can both learn the two things. Okay, the one study the lower realm and the other study the higher realm of the energies. But the desires, those that are explaining within the twin flames, when they have desires for the things to be done from within, something from within your own self. And when the frequency are rising up from within you, for it, I'm fear of snake, like a trauma feeling, fear of every plan that failed. Angel or God, yes, that is that failure keeps occurring, and when the failure keeps occurring, you need to look at it in there. Why are you self-sabotaging yourself? Most of the time, when the people continue fail and fail and fail, is because of self-sabotage, or they have someone around them who is manipulating them, sabotaging you, someone who tries to, or somebody who put something like a programming within you. If that usually it's the parents when they say like, look at you, there is nothing's going to happen within your life, that you're going to be the worst, you're going to be a bad, you're going to, okay, you guys guilty of that? But take a look in there. You'll discover a lot of things. Angel Regot, in a very good time to make that comment. By the way, I appreciate it. Maria Richards, thank you for coming in the chat. Uh, and take a look at this, the desires of you to have things. For a lot of the people, what do they focus within desires? They go into the bars. They think that in the bars they find that they satisfy the ego desires. The question is they're going to look at it the other side over time. That is the desires from within the soul. That is the other side of the desires. The desires of you to be living a life as a fulfillment deeply inside of you. Okay, deeply inside of you. That is it. What makes the difference is your choices. What kind of choices are you going to make that up? Tear up that failure scorecard for sure. Yes, we all failed. So you need to understand there is no success if you haven't failed, because failure is the part of the success. Every improvement out there is so many times of failures. The only thing that is there, it's leading you to success, is you. You to never give up with your own success. So you reach the desires. And guess what? You probably went in there, the lower desires, you got with someone, you got everything, but you're still not happy. You see these people, they're always going out and do things and so on. Are they happy from within? No, they're not. within them exists the next higher vibrations, which is the anger. People are angry because their desires didn't happen. And that's what the anger is coming from the most. That is the anger. The anger, when it comes in, it could be an anger that you're angry at the people, angry at the situations. You might be angry at yourself. That is the negative side of the anger. What people don't see that is a positive side of the anger. The positive side, when you stop the bullshit, when you stop the things, when you get pissed off on your own self, and it's like, you know what? I will decide to be a good person. I'll decide to change. I will decide to stop all that crap because that crap doesn't bring anything positive in my life. I want to be happy. So, looking at through the angers into the situations from within yourself during the rising and the waking it up, you're gonna meet your pride. You're proud of yourself, or you like others to be proud of you. Others to tell you, "Okay, good job. You did a good thing. I like your things that you like. I love the things that you like." But that's not love. That is the pride. The hidden part of the pride in there, it is the pride, the satisfaction of the ego to be happy from within you. That is the false happiness. When somebody tells you, "Good job," man, I hope that wasn't making it. "Good job." You know, all those people who are clapping for you for it. That is about the pride. The pride to be looked. But the other side of the pride is the question. Are you going to be proud of yourself when you change your own self? When you go out there and move higher, go up, rise up, okay? You go and build something. You go ahead and create something that never was before. You. You to be the personal example of what you did. You using the inspiration for your own self to get up, not that manipulations that you satisfied the lower side of the pride. That look at me, I've done that. Okay, I've done it. All right, that is my thing. Okay, good, that's fine. What is success in that? There is no success in there. You stayed within the pride. After the pride, though, good part from within you, you realize that the pride is a self-sabotaging process from within you, but you want to be proud of yourself. So guess what? You rising up in courage. Okay, the courage you to go forward, the courage that you get up, the courage that you're gonna fight for yourself, the courage that you're gonna build up, the courage that you're gonna walk on the street with your head up, strong, powerful person. But you're not there yet. You just have to make the conscious decisions as you're gonna do it. That's what the courage is. But the job is not done there yet. Okay. So hi Mora, thank you for coming in. That's where I stopped. I can't let the other person off the hook. I can continue to punish myself for mistakes. Metaphorically speaking. Yeah, Maria Richards, you know, some of the people, yes, that's what we are doing it. The positive of the ego. Yeah. So that courage in there comes in. You comes in, you rise up, you get up, and you begin to walk. But guess what? In the walk, you're facing all these lower energies. You have to overcome them for sure. Because all this jump from the shame to the courage, that was a mental process. That was work from within. You haven't done actions. Okay, you begin to be at the next vibrations, which is neutrality. You feel neutral. I'm gonna do it or I'm not. You reaching that point from within itself, that now you're staring at a line of actions. Yeah, I'm going to do it or I'm not. Most people fail that exam. They stay neutral. Let it happen. We'll see what the future is going to happen. We'll see about this. Oh, I'm not sure about it. I don't know. You see this neutrality when you ask somebody the questions, and when they answer is, I don't know. No, they know. They have a fear from crossing that path of the next vibrations, which is willingness. They are now willing from with them. But that is it where the power of the will is kind of comes in. You need to understand the power of the will. It comes from the spirit. The weak the spirit is from within you, the weak your actions will be. The stronger your spirit will be, the stronger your actions will be. Here, when you awaken into the twin flame, the spirit rise up. It sees your weaknesses. It sees the places that you need to rise up. This is like you want to be a sportsman or sportswoman. You want some kind of sports, but you have personal coach, and that coach just tells you, listen, you need to run for 30 minutes. You need to put a weight of that much. You need to eat this because you need to build up muscles. You have to go ahead and swim for that amount of time. And you have to go ahead and do a physical therapy in there. So we can go ahead and stretch your body. We can go ahead and get the stiffnesses from what you knew. Okay? Who is the coach? Your personal coach. It's your spirit, it's your soul in there, inside of you. Okay? And now it comes into the next higher vibration, is the acceptance. Oh, you're accepting the things. You go ahead and you swim, you go ahead, do yoga, you go ahead and do this. You healed from within, you rise up, you go and just kicking butt, right? You're accepting the situations in there from within. But guess what? When you do all this acceptance, could accept that, you know what, I'm too weak, I'm not going to do it. Or you accepting the things. It's like, you know what, I'm really going to do it. And this is the time when you realize as a twin flame that do you accept yourself as a twin flame or not? And that acceptance in there as an energy from within you, it creates a lot of inner fight within you. You're wondering if you're a twin flame or not. You're looking at the situations if you're a twin flame or not. You're looking at everything that you're twin flames or not. Until you learn that you have to accept your own self as who you are. You need to understand acceptance yourself as a twin flame is one of the biggest thing that you can do as honoring your own self in you. While you're honoring that acceptance, you understand the truth the way it's from within you. Now you go into the next higher vibrations, which is reason. Now you have a reason to help. This is what happens to me. It's when I accept myself as a twin flame, I understand that lower realm. I went through this garbage. I went through this situation. You probably did it too, didn't you? If you're here, if you're understanding and you are who you are and you're true to your own self, you understand this frequency, vibrational, gravitational evolutions that you did from within yourself. But you find reason. What is the reason? You're divine from within you. The divine reason from within you. The reason you are here for. The real reason was you to be happy. That happiness within the twin flames from within you. And guess what? You understand the next higher vibrations, which is love. You find the love from within the love as a twin flame. But guess what happens when you meet your counterpart and you don't get that love? What do? You're seeking the next vibration. You're seeking the next thing. You're seeking the next stuff. You're looking at to rising up. You're looking at to understand more and more. You want to dive within the love. But there is a two sides of the love, right? The obsessive love or the divine love from within you. And a lot of the people, they stay in the obsessive love, which brings them down in the path. They're going down into the shame, to the guilt, to the apathy, to the grief, and so on. You reset yourself in there. But when you're rising in love, even with or without your twin flame, you're going to find the joy. Now you enjoy your life as a twin flame. You join it. Okay? You have no one to hide from it. You're a twin flame. Everybody knows that you're a twin flame. You don't give a crap if whatever who thinks about you. But you enjoy yourself. You join the journey. You enjoy it. You may be rough, tough, sucks, bad, ugly. Doesn't matter. You are a twin flame. You need to understand that the joy of you being a twin flame gives you a lot of things. But if you turn out the other side of the joy and you're looking at like, it's a game thing, it's about twin flame thing, I'm trying to do all this, and some of the twin flames, when they come to me and that, well, I'm trying to get into that, I'm getting at that part. Don't try. Here's the thing, that in the twin flames, that is it. One of the biggest thing in there is either do or not. Don't try. When you try things, usually that's what the failure is from within you. And when the failure rise up, what do? What do you do? And very often the people don't do that at all. They're falling down to the drain, and then they're looking at how to rise up. That's what we talk about as a twin flame, that you have to rise up in your own powers. You have to stay within your own powers, not to depending that this person, when it comes in, they're going to do everything for you. If you are in disillusions, that this person, when it comes in, they're going to do everything for you, you're the biggest illusion of the world. Before you unite with your twin flame, you have to unite within your own self. You have to be a self-dependent and a self-sufficiency from within you. That way, you're not interference with the self-dependence and self-sufficiency within your twin flame. You are interdependent in there. You have a mutual agreement in there. That's what this is. Okay? But you're looking at them there, and you have the joy, the real joy of being a twin flame. And if you're with your twin flame, you're going to get the joy, the power that is from within you. And guess what happens with the joy, though? Why everybody is looking at that joy, the happiness, the beauty. For what do you want to be in physical union from within your twin flame? It's about the peace, the priceless peace in the soul, when the soul is completely in peace. The internal peace. Some of you already know about this peace. We've been talking about this peace from within the soul. We're talking about that inner peace. You finally got to that inner peace. You're not anymore within the shame, the guilt, the apathy, and the grief. You're in the state of internal peace and love, the blessing, the bliss energies from within you. Whereas your soul is finally in peace and joyful with everything. And when you have that internal peace, you're going to the next higher vibrations. That is the enlightenment. The enlightenment that comes from within you, That is the connections from the divine. That is when you begin stepping into your divine powers. That is when you go out and help everyone. That is when you getting the powers as you as a twin flame. Okay, that's what the frequency is. But most of the people are not built for such a frequencies. Why? Our body is not capable because our ancestors were not capable of. Our parents, grandparents, and grand-grandparents, they didn't pay attention to this, but we do. But guess what? The kids that we're going to have, they probably will sustain that vibrations within them because we developed that standard now within ourselves. And over the time, your body can change. You know, you guys feel the body headaches, the body aching from within in you. Probably you have like these scratches in your back. You feel like your body's getting electricized. You're like this, and you feel the intense energies from within you. You feel the tingling going on through your body, like all your nerve system is on fire because the it's changing your completely your system, your nerve system of new senses in there. You feel the energy with just with the hands. You know what's gonna happen in the next minute when the boss gonna come in. Somebody's gonna spill coffee over you, right? So what do? You look at it, it's like, I don't think so. I guess what? You go in there, somebody spilled the coffee over you. And you're like, damn it, I knew it. How did you get all that? How? That is because you're rising up your frequencies from within you. But when a too higher frequency comes in and love in there, that's when the illuminations begin. That is the part of two sides of the coins that comes together for illumination purpose and for the divine union in you. And that's what this is right in here. That is the two energies that comes in together to work from within. And now I can be taking some questions, guys. Thank you for hearing it, and thank you for the right comments at the right times for Queen Master. I never deny you're a twin flame to anyone. It is divine blessing. Exactly. Never ever lie that you are not a twin flame. If you are, divine is watching. They want you to say these words. I I, I understand this for it. Dio, you put me from cry to laugh. I love you all. That's what the journey is, guys. You all went through this. Hmm? You think I don't know that you probably, if you're here, I know that you went through this. I know that you went crying at night silently on the bed. I know that you went out in the night walks outside crying. I know that you went jumping in the shower and cried there your soul out. I know you've been on your knees praying to God to stop this pain. You think I don't know? Oh, I do. I do know. Been there, done that. But the power of the twin flames is to rise up. And there is this divine interventions that always help us to rise up as a twin flames. We are came for a purpose. We came for the divine purpose. We are a divine babies in there. Okay? And be proud that you are a twin flame. Not pride, proud. Okay? Don't ever be feel ashamed that you're a twin flame. Don't ever feel the guilt that you are a twin flame. Because if you feel all this grief, fears, anger, you actually suppress, you are self-sabotaging your own twin flames journey from within you. And I want to say thank you for, gosh, I forgot the name, um, to Rochelle. I want to say thank you to Rochelle for this great topic that she did. And I text her on Facebook and I told her, this, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Okay. So if you want to be the enlightenment, and if you're wondering that right now, all of us, we're going into to the inner peace, the vibrations of the new inner peace are people who are in the new cycle, who already knew the inner peace. Always that your level of enlightenment was in the new cycle? Was that powerful? I know some of you here who has that energy here. I want to say thank you guys for do that, because you bring that vibrations down here into the new cycle. You bring that in, but that was a path for others to follow. When that really enlightenment's going to come in, that is it, the new path, because the inner peace leads to enlightenment. We're not talking about you just reading some books and know things already. Oh, yeah, I'm enlightened. No, guess what? You're not. There is a difference between the knowledge and difference by you understanding from personal experience. Okay. So, yeah. Any questions, guys? Come on. There's got to be some questions. Does any of you have some questions? Purity Passion. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. I am Twin Flame and Awake in 2016. I was guided by your messages from here. Thank you for everything you do, Sordio. But Twin Flame for me is a responsibility to God, to self, and everybody in nature. Exactly. A lot of the people don't recognize the responsibility of as a twin flame. They are afraid of the responsibility. They are afraid of accountability until the divine doesn't ask them for accountability and their responsibilities as a twin flame. This is why one of the biggest reasons is whoever doesn't work within you, you let him go to the divine. The divine is going to look for accountability and responsibilities in there. When we move to another level in raising, where this will be felt by twin, it all depends, Ray, and depends of where they are. Okay, some can be felt by the twin, some do not, and the reason is going to be the divine protections, the divine wall. You may be inside there and outside. They will see that you are up there, but they cannot enter the state because they haven't gone through the journey of their own. And it's 1444. Yeah, it's special time, isn't it? Man, Ray, I love that energy that we have here. I'm so happy for it. But they will feel it. Some will feel it. Some will understand the things. Some will take them time maybe to pick it up. Someone will come in. Some will. Some will not. But that's what they say. Many will enter. Many will come. Only few will enter. Okay, it's not about chosen one. Don't worry about the words chosen one. Okay, if you think you're a chosen one, you're on so on and so on. No, you're not. You do the work, you get paid. You go to work, you get the key. You go to work, you have the key, you open the door. That's how it goes. And if people think that the inner work is a joke, that's a joke on them. But the inner work comes in. But they all want an inner peace. Everyone wants the inner peace, but nobody wants to go to work. Nobody wants to go and follow their three masks out. Nobody wants to go to the shame, to the guilt, to the pain, to the fears of judgments. Nobody wants to do this. They have to find the courage. They have to find their willingness, the acceptance, the inner strength, reasons, the love, joy, the peace to get to the enlightenment. I mean, I spoke to about this last night. All the divine masters, they had to give up things to that enlightenment. Okay, they have to. There is no such things without a sacrifice. It's not about the God asking you to sacrifice. No, a lot of the people don't understand that when you build something with your face masks on, with your false self, guess what you build? You build false reality. Now, false reality becomes the matrix. But when the mask falls off, you exit the matrix. Now you build real life and you're living in the real life. The problem is to take the masks off. When you take the mask off, you go through this frequency and you get yourself in the right positions. And if your twin flame ray is together with you, guess what? They will feel the same. But there is no guarantees in there. Nothing is guaranteed. There is only an opportunity on this earth. Right. So, any more questions, guys? I feel great. The energy, I feel great right now here. It's inspirational. It is a very interesting times. It's very powerful times. Powerful times of transformations. Powerful times of inner work. But it's a powerful times of rising up as a race, rising up within this planet right now here, rising up to get a better life. But right now we are waking up and facing this false built reality because we were a false personality. We present ourselves out there through others with our face mask on. And we find out the consequences of building a false world. We're living in a false world right now. Everything is just an illusion right now. How many of the people are real to you? How many of your acquaintances are real to you? How many of your family members are real to you? Have you seen the real things to your family members, to your own self? Are you real to the divine powers in you? You will find a lot of fools in this world. So, yeah. Real riches, no trust guarantee, or in opportunities. Exactly. Hi, Josh. Thanks for coming in. So that's what this is. But you ultimately, everything is in your hands. Ultimately, that power of you choosing to get off the matrix, you choosing to become a real person, you choosing to have a real life, you choosing to have a real home, you choosing to have a real family. It's ultimately from within you. But you have to go through the pain of letting go of the false life you built in. You have to have the power of let it go. And that is not about sacrifice. A lot of the spiritual communities, they talk about you have to sacrifice your old life for the new one. No, you don't sacrifice. You don't understand. You built a false life because they were told you to be a false personality in you. Because you lived in fear. You lived in totally programmed world. But when you free yourself, when you go to the pain, when you go to everything, guess what? You find the inner peace. And guess what? It's priceless. That is something that you can't buy with money. But you know what you're going to buy it from? Of tearing yourself out, tearing the layers of programs, tear the layerings of culture, tear the layers of religions, tear the layers of shame, guilt, pain, anger, demolishing your old self to rise to a best version of you, your inner peace. And that's the message. It's a beautiful message today from with you. All right, guys. Uh, any ideas for tomorrow's topic? Let me know. We're gonna go ahead and discover and think. By the way, if you guys want to have a late chat at the live chat on a Facebook, talking about around maybe 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Bulgarian time. Please go to the chat room and say that you want to have the live chat session. So we have check ourselves out, how we are energies, how the things are, so we can have a spiritual talk. Last night I had a very good spiritual talks. I mean, I'm enjoying it every time I'm with this person. I really love that person. He helps a lot. I mean, he's just an amazing. He's always kind of like a fight, some kind of like a way to give you an advice, making a humor, but at the same time, so freaking serious. And sometimes I'm like, man, but I love it. I love it. That's what you need to have people like this around you. So, any guys' suggestion of topic will be gladly taken from you guys. All right. I don't have it. Oh, get out. Physical symptoms include, the physical, the swear and the sweat for the body aches and the high vibrations and the pain in the shoulders and the shackles and so on and so on. Those are a lot of symptoms of actually your DNA is improving your body to get the strength from within you. Is to renew some of the portions from within yourself. Some of you may experiencing a positive changes like youth changes from within you because they were renewed stuff from within you. As that they state in the Bible, this guy serves to God. He did this and this, and thank God what he did is because he suffered the pain. He renewed his life and give him that more many years to live, and he was happy ever after. That's the message. 555 followed me around today. I stopped with the numbers and I was just like went through the divine and it's like divine, just do it. I'm so crazy with numbers. Okay, the numbers are crazy around me. That's all for Josh. And right now with all the numbers in there, I'm just, if you got a message, let me know. The message is 5335. So talking about changes with the divine and divine is changing into you. Okay. It's all in your hands, divine, not in me. Yes, that's right. There is no gain if there is no pain. There is a gain from the pain of change. That is the price you pay for your inner peace. Working through old self-programming, discovering new self. That's a good topic, Ray. I love it. If the group likes it, I'll take it. Very good time. Very good thing. Very good thing. Who likes the topic proposed by Ray? May the force be with you. Wow. Eric, good. Like that. Like the topic for sure. Okay. All right. We are going with Ray. All right. So, working through the through old self. All right. So that will be the topic for tomorrow. It is what it is. So be it. So let me close down in here for you need to understand that some of the situations of during this building up yourself, awakening into it yourself, you will understand there is a certain patterns you have to break from within you. Okay, this could be a patterns of study things, understanding things from within you. But also the most important part is living the things through you. I would suggest you one book in there. It's called The Celestine Prophecy by James Redfield. Okay, right there in that book, it's kind of like explains it deeply from within. And it's not a commercial time. I used to sell books about occultism a long time ago, so I don't know. Probably sold thousands of this book. For there's also a movie, but the movie is the book though. The book has a whole another energy in there. It talks about the process and the priceless things when you are living in through your life. You personal experience from within you. And all this awakening is a personal experience from within you. By you learning somebody else's experience, you're not reliving into it. You don't understand it. You know it, but you don't understand it. You can't work with it. This is like somebody gives you a chainsaw and you watch the video how to cut tree, but you never cut tree. You have to start it out the chainsaw and you have to cut the tree. You have to go through a personal experience in you. And that's what the twin flames is. Never be shamed, never be guilted, never be fearing, but be in love, be in joy, be in peace, and get your enlightenment from within you guys. Okay, that's what I'm going to leave in you today. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for everything you guys do. And thank you for supporting the channel and being here for the daily dose of inner peace that we have here, and we keep it from within us. Thank you so much, guys, and be love. Let's share the love, guys. I know you're feeling the vibes, Ray. Come on, we got the fourth. Moving the air, right? I'm gonna get your gifts. Here is your gifts. You guys are welcome. So we're gonna come back tomorrow, working through the self program to discovering the new selves. All right, guys. And again, if you want live chat, all right, uh, go to the chat room on the Facebook. If you're not a member, let me know. Private messaging me. You gotta be my friend on my friends list in order to get in there. Otherwise, you don't get in. That's how it is. That's how it was set by the divine. I didn't do it. I try to not mess with anything. So I'm like, okay, you said it, I'll do it. That's the accountability and responsibility to the divine. All right, guys, be love and to be safe. Love you. Bye.